Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. What's up, people? We is back. We is back. We is back. We is back. And better than ever. Ty, what's up, man? Hey. Y'all, am I still live? They ain't clip my live, did they? Are we still live, y'all? All right, we good. We good. We good. M2800. Hey, man. Hey, y'all. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that boy Meech, that big Meech fella that people been talking about and documentaries on, and 50 Cent and did a whole series on. I don't think he right, y'all. I don't. You know, we talked about that early on the live. We went through everything. And the man's story, check out. You know, the story with the girl checks out. Then we got a lot, y'all. Charleston White home. Man, what I told y'all, you know, they ain't gonna keep him too long, man. You know, every now and then, they take their rats off the streets. Just, you know, let them know we still in control. Because, you know, you dealing with rats, since they dishonorable, they don't really have no loyalty. So every now and then they get out of control. So you gotta tame them. You gotta wheel them back in. And I think this is just a little the wheeling back into Charleston White. You know, but he back out. Let y'all hear from him. Then we got ADAM22. Man, ADAM22 said that he was going to kill Rooga. ADAM22 said if Rooga would have put his hands on him, he'd have murdered him, man. Flat out, right there in front of the whole world, right on camera. He said he'd have did it on camera. Like your average gangster would, you hear me? Right on camera. He don't give a fuck who watching. That's what ADAM22 said, y'all. I ain't making it up. I'm not making it up. But before we get to all of that, a couple days ago, we talked about Sean Cotton. We did a review, a reaction to Sean Cotton interview with Go Yayo. And shit. Ever since that interview, what's up, GG man? Probably would have got away with it for real. Hey, Ty, you say you feel some type of way? And you and Ty from that area. Yeah, that shit crazy. You know, it's more than likely he would have got away with it. Yeah. We're gonna get to Adam. But yesterday, y'all, we was talking about, what's yesterday or the day before? We was talking about Sean Cotton stirring up beef in Dallas. Oh, in Texas, between Go Yayo and Sauce Walka. So ever since then, y'all, you know it haven't stopped yet. It looked like ever since the Sean Cotton interview, the beef then got ramped up. Took it up a whole notch. Now, if somebody lose their life over this, Sean, if somebody lose their life over this, I don't want to hear. I'm just a blogger. He's just flaming, just like his bro. Oh, cash out. Who is bro? You don't think none of them right? Yeah, we gonna get the Meech. Look, they done suspended the man account. So I was walking and told on him. Hold on, y'all.
Know what's up? What was in TDC with my brother Cone Pappy, nigga? He got on that motherfucker with you and he said, damn, bro, I can't believe Walka got on that phone act like he ain't want to fight, man. You start saying some shit on that phone, you know it wasn't true, but You don't want nothing to do with me. Stop saying come to Houston. Matter of fact, since you so tough, next time you bring your tough ass to Sad Dallas, I'm gonna pull up and we can look at that shit. You can leave the cameras off for anything, however you want to do it. I just want the world to know you a bitch and you scared to death of me. That's all I want the world to know. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Ain't no money shortage over here. Nigga, from condos to big houses, everybody took care of multiple cars, whatever you want to do. Fuck you talking about, nigga. All out the streets, nigga. And I got no hoe, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my pimps and players, but you know what I'm saying? I got it out the mud. So don't forget that, you know what I'm saying? I just want the world to know you a bitch. South Walka, you was scared to death for me. You steady making Instagram posts and all this shit. Let's meet up and get active. Pussy, bitch ass nigga. Hey, something, I put this on your dead mama. It's on your dead mama, Walka.
Damn,
man, that dead bitch. That dead prostitute. Rotten pussy ass.
Yo, why he gotta bring the man dead mother into this, yo? Like, yo, these niggas be vicious with the words, yo. Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo. I don't even want to get to the level of notoriety where motherfuckers just think they can just say things like that about me. I don't know. I don't want to get that big. Fuck that. You know, we ain't ready to start playing those type of games. You talking about somebody dead mother. Yeah, he lost his mind, yo. He gonna end up going back to prison. He gonna end up going back to prison. But see, the thing is, he chasing clout. And that's why Sean Cotton shouldn't have never interviewed him. Because you wasn't interviewing a boy based off his music. You interviewing somebody that's trying to find their way, haven't figured it out. You know, they did 4 years. He's still trying to figure it out. He haven't found this way. But one way you know it's always available is chasing clout. You know, that's always an option. You know, now some people not willing to take it. But when you motherfucking, I guess in his situation, Sean Cotton did lit the match. Now here's the fire. And that's what I'm saying now. If shit blow up, I just need Sean Cotton to be like, damn, that shit was a bad idea. You know, maybe, you know, take accountability of it. Don't try to play victim like you ain't know what the fuck you was doing.
Ass bitch. They ain't talking about maggot pussy ass bitch, dead ass bitch. I put this on your dead ass mama. They ain't talking about, nigga, I'll beat the fuck out you, nigga. But how much money you want to do it? We can keep it off the internet. Let's let the streets of Texas know who really the king of the streets, who really the king of Texas right now. Next time you come to Sad Dallas, or I'll come to Houston, and you can meet me in Fifth Ward or the North Side. Hey, you talking about, nigga? Peon ass nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga comes to the South Sector. If you so tough, bring your gangsta ass. I'm not from Piley. You came to Piley on Rosedale. I'm from the Southside Eggland. Come to Berry and Evan. Meet me right there anywhere. Matter of fact, Berry, Mississippi. Come to the car wash, and I'll beat the fuck out you there, or wherever you want. It's on your dead mama. Everybody that's dead in your family, all them dead ass bitches and hoes, I'll beat the fuck out you.
Yo, that's crazy, yo.
Like, yo, like these niggas act like Houston.
That is insane, yo. Like, yo, the fact that people can do that, yo, the fact that people can just say some of those things is crazy to me, yo. Like, yo, you say that type of shit, you gotta be worried about consequences. Yeah, they do, Ty, but that's what I'm saying. It's gonna have to be a situation like that where a blogger get hurt, because you know they always go back into, you know, well, this is my job. Yo, that ain't your job, yo. Your job isn't to stir up beef. Your job isn't to add fuel to a fire that's already burning. That ain't your job, bro. You feel me? That's some shit you doing on the side. You know, that's some shit you trying to do to bring attention to yourself. But the thing about it is, when motherfuckers press them, or when, like Rooga explained to Adam, like, yo, that puts you in the beef. Now they don't want no smoke. Now they don't want no happiness now. Nah, yo, you in there. You played the middle. You know the middleman always in there. The middle might be the most dangerous shit. The middle might be the most dangerous position to play in any battle. You feel me? Like, why would you want to play the middle when it's war going on? But that's what these guys do. That's what these bloggers do, yo. They play the middle. But then they try to tuck their tail after, you know, when the blowback come. But nah, fuck that. You in on this, Sean. You participated. You knew that boy ain't had no music to really promote. You wanted, this is what you wanted.
To come to. Like a nigga just scared to come down 45. Boy, y'all seen how thugging I am, nigga. Went to third ward, went live, nigga. Long live brand, nigga. They smoked my brother. That's what come with the streets. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get back. We gonna still keep get back for that forever. But you pussy niggas had nothing to do with that. So stop acting like a nigga scared to push down or something. A nigga come down there 5, 6 cars deep, nigga, with sticks, switching, and scared the shit out you pussy niggas. Boy, house, you know what happened. You seen what happened, nigga. You remember when you was in that bitch on the birthday party, and nigga, they start flaming that studio up. Boy, stop acting like you hard to find, little bro.
This nigga crazy. His ass like him in jail by tomorrow. He on federal
kick it out here no more. You keep playing all that, nigga. All that tough shit. You won't kick it out here no more, nigga. Yeah, you talking about, nigga. Niggas you out there with inside Dallas, nigga, ain't on nothing, nigga. Mike Deasy, Fofo ain't on nothing, nigga. All your TSF Dallas niggas ain't on shit, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Tell them niggas come outside, get out. Yeah, you talking about, nigga. Don't turn me up. Y'all know how I get to acting on crib. Don't turn me up, gang. Don't turn me up, cause I'll get the beef and I'll crank this bitch up and we all be back at war again. Don't trip out, nigga. Let's keep it.
Yeah, you keep saying that shit, Ty.
Crip niggas read on
something ain't right. He's too emotional.
When I'm in Tribute, when I'm in Dallas, Texas, I'm in Oak Cliff with them killers. When I'm in Pleasant Grove 6-5, I'm with them killers. When I'm in Sad I'm with them killers, nigga. Stop playing with me. You niggas ain't on nothing. Nathaniel. None of you bitch ass niggas. Not no TSL, casino, nothing. Any nigga that diss on 4 week murder game, nigga, is a hoe. Every nigga go against this shit, nigga, they know what happened. Nigga, name niggas tried this shit and survived this shit for real, nigga. Nigga ain't never did nothing but a diss song. Every nigga that diss, he gonna be put up. Ain't none of that. You gonna be put up. You dissing 4 week gang your ears, you gonna be put up. Don't come outside. Ain't no kicking. Ain't no more kicking with the hoes, partying, clubbing. Don't jump out the wrong store, we gonna stamp you. Bitch made ass, nigga, stop playing slap business murder game, nigga, pre-thug, pre-CC, pre-CT, nigga. Big slime, nigga.
Yo, this boy lost his mind, man. So he supposed to be over and fighting. See, look, this is what he in it for, though. Making Sauce Walka look crazy. It's the clout, y'all. Everybody's chasing clout. Now, Sauce Walka got his account. Sauce Walka wild as shit for that.
Hey, man. Stop.
Niggas crazy. See, that's what these niggas do, though. Whenever you call them out on bullshit, expect to get something like this. You can't start or join live videos. We added a restriction to your account. What happened? Bullying, harassment, violence, and enticement. Sauce Walka probably ain't do that, though. Instagram could have did that shit for real. But this is what Sauce Walka had to say about all that ranting he had going on. I said, I'd be surprised if that nigga still home tomorrow, for real. Because they can still on federal monitor. So I think Sauce Walka posted this. Who the fuck posted this? Would know what, my brother. Hold up. Sauce Walka responds to Goodyear viral interview and welcomes any Texas artist to settle differences at the Sauce Factory. My brother, as Sauce Walka knows, I will look at anything with 2 arms and 2 legs, any human on earth. This how we settle issues daily. No clout, no money, real G shit. PSA. The state of Texas can be settled right. PSA. All right. All grease and misunderstandings between actual rap artists and the state of Texas can be settled right here at the Squabble Factory. We're going to make sure everyone goes home safe. 2, there's no families, no snakes, no slime activity, no cell phones, no cameras, only in-house footage given out at the artist's discretion. I'm only posting this example as transparency for Texas to get a small glimpse of what goes on the daily at the Sauce Factory, to settle any and all disputes as men, and this policy extends to all visitors, friends, and family. I want to see the real Texas Kings win and live long lives. We really on that. Bums need crumbs. I punch for free. I want to see you bums stay poor forever. And this what he posted, I guess, is a video of a boxing match. Media, what you talking about, man? Why you coming here talking about what video on your channel? You ain't got no videos on your channel. But Shorty, I told y'all, yo, go Yayo is not a dummy. He's not a dummy, but he chasing clout, yo, and that shit gonna end bad. Go Yayo might be arrested by the end of this week. Cause for one, I think he's still on federal monitor. So you online dissing and you on federal monitor. Like how much sense do that even make? Shit don't make no sense. Yeah, he no, not the actor. I think he One Direction. Rest in peace to yo. Yeah. I know. The streets looking at Walka as a boss these days. I don't see his going out of character. You say you don't think so? You say the streets looking at Walka as a boss these days. I don't see this going out of character. And if it did, it's truly sad. Yeah, yo, but it's like, yo, how much disrespect can you take? You feel me? That'd be my thing. Like, I get the internet and all that shit. Yeah, but how much disrespect can you take publicly before a motherfucker react? Like, that'd be my thing. You feel me? Sean Cotton shouldn't have never brought the boy on the platform to add, you know, they already had issues. You shouldn't have brought the boy on the platform to add to the shit. I don't think he should have, man. Know how that boy get. Someone said rap these days is like a new civil war. It might be. But I wanted to look at this video too, y'all. You got this beef going on between these motherfuckers. This ain't in the title. But I be tripping off this whole situation. Safari released home camera footage of altercation with ex-Air Commander. Yo, I don't believe these relationships, y'all. Yo, I'm going to keep it real, and people might think that's crazy. Yo, I think a lot of these, like, on-camera relationships be like relationships that the industry, they pay them up. They do it for business. Like, I really think nowadays, y'all, that people are having kids for business. Because it always in bad like this. I'm talking about it gets real bad. Like it wasn't never no love there. It wasn't never no trust. It wasn't never even a relationship. It was just some shit they did on camera. Just something that they did for whatever network they was on. And that's it and that's all, y'all. That's how that should be looking like for me, y'all. All right, come on, media, y'all. I'm ready to put you on timeout, brother. Like, how many? I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to hide you from the channel. Well, I guess he was the first person I ever blocked. I didn't mean to hide him from the channel, yo. But goddamn, how many times you gonna do that shit, my nigga? But yeah, I believe that, yo. I think Jeezy and that the fuck the girl name is Jenny Mai. I think that was a relationship for the cameras. You know, just by the fact that you found out they was a relationship. Next thing you know, they married. Next thing, like this shit happened in like a 3-month time frame. And then as soon as the baby gets here, separation. I think Safari and Eric Commander situation kind of similar, yo. I think they got together, yo, because they was on that motherfucking show together. And producers probably told me it'd be a good look if y'all get in a relationship. But look how this shit turning out.
Still wanted the whole family.
So she posts this as a calendar, talking about the boy has his kids 16 days the whole year. Like, man, this shit is fucking stupid. The whole situation is stupid.
Whole family dynamic. And it's not there anymore. But I love my kids. And
yeah, y'all. I think that's what this was, y'all. I think this is a motherfucking, yeah, she is crazy as a motherfucker.
I have to put myself first because I'm either going to end up in jail or worse because I'm dealing with someone whose anger management is just non-existent. When I first still wanted the whole family dynamic and it's not there anymore, but I love my kids. And
how the fuck you got edit a video talking about your children, my nigga? Like, yo, these people is characters, man.
It's gotten to the point that
these niggas is crazy, yo. Yo, she been going on a fucking warpath on this guy. All my home footage alone, just in see, all my home footage alone, just in May, have you trying to get into my house and begging me to take you back will shut you down. Everything you just tried to put out on me. I'm getting advice from my lawyer not to because it's better for the courts. But you want to take it there, we can win. Like, oh, this shit is crazy. This whole situation crazy, y'all. That's what the fuck happened. Look at this girl right here.
And claiming Megan Thee Stallion.
Look, this y'all people, this their peoples right here, y'all. Look what she had to say.
Who allegedly would have said anything to keep Tory Lanez from telling people that she ain't all woman.
You saying Meg Thee Stallion is a transgender?
I'm saying that a stallion is a male horse and a mare is a female horse. I'm saying, what kind of black woman would work so hard to put an innocent black man in jail for a crime he didn't commit?
That was no goddamn facts.
About what he may say and claiming.
Yo, Jack was a fucking basket case, man. Like, yo, that girl ain't spit no fucking facts. Yo, it's crazy. Yo, it's crazy the amount of people that believe. Hold up, yo, I ain't even watched this yet. You know, a lot of times I just see the title and I click it. I say, man, we gonna watch it together. That way the emotions be real. You know, I don't be trying to fake nothing.
You were the star. Kelsey was just your attaché. Yet he seemed to be interested more in Kelsey than he was in you, and you had a big problem with that. Maybe he just liked real pussy.
Higher level, definitely is.
Maybe that's why you couldn't get him away from Kelsey.
Man, she ain't no victim. She's a participant.
Maybe he didn't want to play Star Wars with you.
Oh, shit.
You know what?
Maybe that's why Nikki pulls your fucking chain and you bow down. Every time.
Yo, what's wrong with her, man? She look like she in the closet sitting Indian style.
Between Nicki Minaj's legs for that because you was already used to eating pussy.
She in the closet sitting Indian style, yo.
To me.
Yeah, Jay-Z definitely gonna get out of there. They on her ass.
I tell you what I do know. A transgender person who is afraid to come out of the closet will lie about anything to keep their tea.
Yeah, this shit is hilarious, bro.
Megan, the Trojan horse.
Oh.
Hey, yo.
The man.
Yo, the interviewer gotta be like, yo, she is full of shit. Yo, you gotta be that, yo. The interviewer gotta be like, yo, she is full of shit, man. But y'all, man, Charleston White is back in the motherfucking Bucks. I think it was something else I wanted to show y'all. What was it? Is this it? What the fuck is this? Oh, it's Erica Mena again. Oh shit, what the fuck she doing? Well, where'd she get that from? This shit might be staged, man. Fuck, she breaking into the house? Yeah, what the fuck? Nah, Big Meech, yeah, we gonna get the Big Meech. Nah, he ain't home though. He what's it called? Check out.
Zeke, he's the president and CEO of New Era Detroit. He wants to talk to you about your blackmail agenda for the black community. Just your agenda for.
Yo, did y'all see that though, y'all? Let me show people that real quick, yo. Her blackmail agenda. Cause this is how they be tricking people, y'all. I think this is worth to talk about. So this is her blackmail agenda. Kamala Harris plan for Black Americans. Based on the provided search results, Vice President Kamala Harris has unveiled a comprehensive plan dubbed the Opportunity Agenda for Black Men, aimed at boosting the finances and careers of Black men. Key components of this plan include entrepreneurial support, providing 1 million loans that will forgive up to $20,000 for Black entrepreneurs and others. This is how they always get it, y'all. To start a business, addressing the capital gap that Black-owned businesses often face. Affordable banking options, expanded access to affordable banking services, allowing Black men and others to tap into more capital and overcome high fees and other barriers. Like, yo, that's how they always get it, y'all. Anytime they say they're gonna do something for Black people, they always say, well, no, we got these minority loans. Yo, but when you look at the numbers, it be like, yo, we don't be qualifying. We don't be getting them bitches. Like, oh, she crazy as shit. So she was on Charlemagne's show,
He's the
Breakfast
president and
Club.
CEO of New Era Detroit. He wants to talk to you about your blackmail agenda.
That's some name, but she's saying it. She presented it like this was a plan for Black men, like Black men specifically. Like, this is for y'all. For y'all vote. This is what I'm gonna give to y'all. But when you read it, that ain't what it is. It's for everybody. Black men, Black women, Asian men, women, all type of motherfuckers. But that's how they always do. They've been doing this shit for years, decades.
For the Black community. Just your agenda for the Black community, period. Zeke, what's up, brother?
What up, though? What up, though? Madam Vice President, Charlemagne the God. What up, though? And welcome to Detroit.
Yes, sir.
It's good to be back.
I like to say the real Detroit because I'm up here. My name is Zeke, New Era founder, CEO. I've worked on the ground here in Detroit and the Black communities all across the country for over the past 10 years, actually celebrating our 10th year this past August. In my 10 years of organizing, we played a major role in the resurgence of pride
that is BS.
and the change in mindset in Detroit neighborhoods across the city. We're not only known for the work that we do here in Detroit, but across the country in Black communities. Having worked in over 35 cities of the blackest cities in America. Saying all that to say, I'm extremely qualified to sit in front of the current vice president and which can be the next president of the United States of America.
Yo, cut that
As I
out.
pose my question to you, I would first like to make it known that I don't have any emotional connections to politicians. I believe that this is one of our biggest flaws in the current political process. I view politics as a business, and America is one of the biggest corporations in the world.
That's the good way to view it.
That being said, I'm here on behalf of the business of the Black community. With all that Black Americans have been through and contribute to the success of America, I feel that there should be an in-depth investigation or evaluation of the lack of resources and current living conditions in Black communities nationwide. My question to you is, what's your stance on reparations? We all know that America became great, off the backs of free Black labor. How progressive are you on making it a priority and righting America's wrongs? It's understood that you are running for president for all people of America. Asking for specifics for Black communities doesn't mean don't do for others, but Black Americans are heavily asked to vote Democrat in every election for over half a century.
Worked hard, raised me and my sister, and
by the time I was in high school.
Yo, she got the same fucking formula. She said, yo, how many times we heard her say that? Like, yo, the man asked you a specific question. Specific.
High school, she was able to afford our first home. I know what it means for an individual and a family to have home ownership. I also know, in the context of history, nobody got 40 acres and a mule. We have a history of small business.
Either you're going to elaborate or you're going to be out of here. Like, oh, we don't just put out blanket statements over here, yo. We elaborate. We make sense. What do you mean by y'all black men act just like little boys? Explain that, please.
Businesses, which are part of the backbone of the economy of the black community and part of the backbone of America's economy writ large. Vice President, part of that work will also be to change the tax deduction for startups.
Fly guy. That's the same shit. Yo, was you here when we was watching the debate? Yo, that's the same thing she did during the debate. It's like they asked the question and you just be sitting there the whole time, like. Next thing you know, you be like, yo, what the fuck was the question again? Like, yo, she does like, yo, that's that politician shit, yo. You feel me? I think they trained to do that. Like, she'd just go on and on and on and on and on and on. And then you'd be like, yo, did she even ask? Like, yo, did she even answer any part of the question? Like, god damn. Yeah, for real, Spinrilla, for real, Spinderella. God damn. I forgot the question. We might gotta watch it again and see what the fuck yo say.
$1,000 to $50,000, because nobody can start a small business on $5,000. And if you don't otherwise have intergenerational wealth, how are you going to be able to do it? Second point on small business is this. I'm going to do, basically, it's a program that is about a $20,000 non-refundable loan to a certain, to basically.
She did an interview tonight.
Businesses that don't have access to
wealth. We may watch the interview, y'all. We'll get to Charleston White.
Which is going to directly impact a lot of small, black-owned small businesses. That $20,000 non-refundable loan is what would help somebody if they need to buy equipment, right? If they need to buy an extra
what the fuck is she talking
depending
about?
on what that business is, which we know that's a big part of what holds back our small businesses. Just having enough capital to actually pay for the things that allow you to then put your hard work into play.
Hey, yo.
To actually grow your business.
Yo, know what this remind me of, yo? Know what this remind me of? Like, don't you know, like how the cartoons, motherfuckers just get to talk and then be like, blah, 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 blah. Like, after a while, it's just like, what the fuck is you even saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about in them commercials, in them cartoons back in the day? Like, like, you fucking talking. Hey, yo, that's exactly what it's like, though, yo. Hold up. Yo, she funny as shit, yo. But she didn't ask. That's not what he asked her, though, bro. Like, yo, that's what I'm saying. He didn't ask her any of this. Like he didn't ask her any of this, man. This wasn't a question. And she has a habit of doing this. She has a habit of when you ask her a question, she just I don't even know. She just go on a whole spill that's just way off a topic. That like, yo, what the like she do it every time.
The CEO of New Era Detroit. He wants to talk to you about.
Then we gotta look at the question again. Like, I don't even think we want to look at the question again, yo. Hold on, yo. We ready. Yo, you see somebody said she just did an interview. Hold on, y'all. We ready to pivot real quick, man. We ready to pivot, y'all. We'll get back to Charleston White. This interview right here on Fox News or the one on CNN?
How did Dave McCormick pay for his 4 private jets and Connecticut mansion? He made us pay, investing in corporations, jacking up prices.
Yeah, that was
now
wild,
yo.
Hope she don't do that same shit with this.
Cut taxes
I'm gonna turn it off.
Like Dave McCormick wins, we pay the price.
I ain't sitting through another one of them, y'all.
On Miro.
Like, she got to get to the answers, y'all. I thought when you were pilot as a lawyer, like she was an attorney, state's attorney, you supposed to hit your talking points, bang, 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 bang. You feel me? Because you don't want to lure the jury to sleep. It's like she not keeping that same concept. But let's see how she do.
Madam Vice President, thank you for the time.
Thank you. It's good to be with you, Brad.
pollsters all over the country
This
and
is
here
not
in
loud.
Pennsylvania that immigration is one of the key issues that they're looking at this election, and specifically the influx of illegal immigrants from more than 150 countries. How many illegal immigrants would you estimate your administration has released into the country over the last 3.5 years?
Well, I'm glad you raised the issue of immigration because I agree with you. It is
Give the answer,
a
please.
topic of discussion that people
How many
want to
people?
rightly have. And you know what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah, but
right
do you
now,
just
which
a number?
is-
Do you
but-
think it's
but-
1 million, 3 million?
Brett, let's just get to the point.
It says 11.
Okay, the point is that we have a broken immigration system
Oh my
that needs to
God.
be repaired.
Jesus
So your
Christ.
Homeland Security Secretary said that
Well, no,
85% of
I'm not finished.
apprehensions.
I'm not finished. We have
It's a
an
rough
immigration
estimate of
system
6 million people
that
have been
needs to be-
released into the country. And let me just finish. I'll get to the question. I promise you.
I was beginning to answer.
And when you came into office, your administration immediately.
Look, you see how he gotta do it? You gotta do it that way. That's the only way to get answers out of her. You gotta cut her off. You like. I hope you do this the whole interview, yo, because I'm not trying to sit through a whole soliloquy, like Stephen A. Smith would say, and she never get to the answer.
Most significantly, the policy that required illegal immigrants to be detained through deportation, either in the U.S. or in Mexico. And you switched that policy. They were released
Y'all
from
funny as
custody,
shit, yo.
awaiting trial. So instead, included in those were a large number of single men, adult men, who went on to commit heinous crimes. So, looking back, do you regret the decision to terminate remain in Mexico at the beginning of your administration?
At the beginning of our administration, within practically hours of taking the oath, the first bill that we offered Congress, before we worked on infrastructure,
Oh my
before
God.
the Inflation
Here we
Reduction
go.
Act, before the Chips and Science Act, before the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, the first bill, practically within hours of taking the oath, was a bill to fix our immigration system.
Jesus
It was
Christ,
called the
y'all.
U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021.
Exactly.
It was essentially
so,
a
but
pathway to
may I
citizenship for
please
the.
finish?
Yes,
May
ma'am.
I finish responding?
No, man.
You have to let me finish.
You had the
please.
White House and the House.
You're
and the
asking
Senate.
direct
And they
I'm in the
questions.
didn't
middle
bring up
of
that bill.
responding to the point you're raising,
Okay.
and I'd like to finish.
Yes, ma'am.
We recognized from day one that, to the point of this being your first question, it is a priority for us as a nation and for the American people. And our focus has been on fixing a problem. And from day one, then, we have done a number
Yo,
of
wasn't the question? Let me know if this the question now, yo. We might forget. Wasn't the question on day one? I forgot the fucking question, yo. I know day one was a part of it. It was on day one. I think it was in reference to sending Mexican immigrants back on day one. Was that the question? Like, yo, I think he is asking a yes or no questions. I think he is. I think that was a yes or no question.
including to address our asylum system and put more resources, getting more judges, what we needed to do to tighten up penalties and increase penalties for illegal crossings, what we needed to do to deal with points of entry between
What you talking about, Cecil?
entry points. That's the work we did, and we worked on supporting what was a bipartisan effort, including some of the most conservative members of the United States Congress, to actually strengthen the border. That border bill would have put 1,500 more border
She didn't answer
agents
the
at
question,
border, which
Cecil.
is why I believe the Border Patrol agents supported the bill. It would have allowed us to stem the flow of fentanyl coming into the United States, which is a scourge affecting people
How
of
the fuck
every
did
background,
fentanyl getting
every
in this? Cecil? No,
geographic
she didn't. Yo, he
location.
asked about Mexican immigrants. Where you gonna send them back? Let's go back to the question, because that's what I'm saying. Yo, you think she answered the question, but she ain't never answered the question. Look, it's 3 minutes in.
But you have to let me finish.
You have
Communities Act, the first of taking the
to terminate remain in Mexico at the beginning.
Look,
Adult men who went on to commit heinous crimes. So, looking back, do you regret the decision to terminate remain in Mexico at the beginning of your administration?
at the beginning of our administration, within practically
I'll go back.
Those were large Mexico.
This the only way you can watch her,
I
y'all.
promise you.
I was
You got to go back to the question, let her talk, and then go back to the question again. That's the only way you're going to keep up with it, yo, because she goes on long rants.
6 million people have been released into the country. And let me just finish. I'll get to the question, I promise you.
I was beginning to answer.
And when you came into office, your administration immediately reversed a number of Trump border policies. Most significantly, the policy that required illegal immigrants to be detained through deportation, either in the U.S. or in Mexico. And you switched that policy. They were released from custody awaiting trial. So instead, included in those were a large number of single men, adult men, who went on to commit heinous crimes. So, looking back, do you regret the decision to terminate Remain in Mexico at the beginning of your administration?
At the beginning of our administration, within practically hours of taking the oath.
So the question was, my little cousin put the question there, yo. This is the question. Let me pen the question. Yo, can somebody, when they get a question, can somebody type it in, and then we can pen it, and then we can, so we can always have a question in mind when she start talking. So this is the question.
Congress.
Remain in Mexico.
We worked on infrastructure before the Inflation Reduction Act, before the CHIPS and Science Act, before the bipartisan Safer Communities Act. The first bill, practically within hours of taking the oath, was a bill to fix our immigration system.
Yes, ma'am. It was called the U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021.
Exactly.
It was essentially a pathway to citizenship for the elite. Yes, ma'am.
May I finish responding, please?
But
you have to let me finish.
You had the White House and the House and the Senate, and they didn't bring up that bill.
Responding to the point you're raising.
See, so Trump was working, yo. We didn't have, yo. You can't say Trump's wasn't working, yo. When we didn't have this problem, yo. Can't say Trump's wasn't working when we didn't have this problem. We got a major problem now. We didn't have this problem 4 years ago.
We recognized from day one that, to the point of this being your first question, it is a priority for us as a nation and for the American people. And our focus has been on fixing a problem. And from day one, then, we have done a number of
not like this, y'all.
Including to address our asylum system and put more resources, getting more judges, what we needed to do to tighten up penalties and increase penalties for illegal crossings, what we needed to do to deal with points of entry between border entry points. That's the work we did, and we worked on supporting what was a bipartisan effort, including some of the most conservative members of the United States Congress, to actually strengthen the border. That border bill would have put 1,500 more border agents at the border, which is why I believe the Border Patrol agents supported the bill. It would have allowed us to stem the flow of fentanyl coming into the United States, which is a scourge affecting people of every background, every geographic location in our country, killing people. It would have allowed us to put more resources into prosecuting transnational criminal organizations, which I have done as the former Attorney General of a border state.
Madam Vice President, a couple of things.
Hey, I've been in politics before you was. You talk about style of politics. You don't know more about politics than me, nigga.
About that bill and told them to kill it.
I was talking politics before I was talking about anything else on the internet.
Instead of fixing a problem. And in this election, this is rightly a discussion that the American people want to have. And what they want are solutions, and they want a president of the United States who's not playing political games with the issue,
I hear you.
But actually is focused on fixing it.
6 Democrats voted against that bill. It would have allowed 1.8 million illegal immigrants into the country a year.
No, it wasn't.
A lot of conservatives had a problem with it.
Would I say that was wrong?
Democrats. But more importantly, back to the original premise, Jocelyn Nungari, Rachel Morin, Laken Riley, they are young women who were brutally assaulted and killed by some of the men who were released at the beginning of the administration, well before a negotiated bipartisan bill. Former President Clinton actually referred to Laken Riley Sunday campaiigning for you in Georgia, saying if those men had been properly vetted,
you be tripping me out, yo. You the same one called me, you was right, yo.
So if
but then forget you called me and said it. See, so I ain't fooling with you. Ray put you on timeout.
Trump got involved in the politics. This is a specific policy decision by your administration to release these men into the country. So what I'm saying to
I was right about everything I told you, yo.
Families, an apology.
Let me just say, first of all, those are tragic cases. There's no question about that. There's no question about that. And I can't imagine the pain that the families of those victims have experienced for a loss that should not have occurred. So that is true. It is also true.
Yeah, what was the new question, y'all? Hold up, y'all. We ain't get the question.
9 months ago.
Hold on, y'all. We need the question.
Killed by some of the men who were the 6 Democrats. But more importantly, back to the original premise, Jocelyn Nungari, Rachel Morin, Laken Riley, they are young women who were brutally assaulted and killed by some of the men who were released at the beginning of the administration, well before a negotiated bipartisan bill. Former President Clinton actually referred to Laken Riley Sunday campaigning for you in Georgia, saying if those men had been properly vetted, Laken Riley probably would not have been killed. So if it wouldn't have happened, this is well before any negotiation. This is well before Donald Trump got involved in the politics. This is a specific policy decision by your administration to release these men into the country. So what I'm saying to you, do you owe
Brett,
those families an apology?
Let me just say, first of all,
So
those are tragic cases.
The question is, do she owe the families of those 3 young girls an apology because her policies is what allowed these immigrants to kill them girls? Let's see what she says.
There's no question about that. And I can't imagine the pain that the families of those victims have experienced for a loss that should not have occurred. So that is true. It is also true that if a border security had actually been passed 9 months ago, it would be 9 months that we would have had more border agents at the border, more support for the folks who are working around the clock trying to hold it all together.
Didn't answer the question, y'all.
That
Again.
no future harm would occur. And this election in 20 days will determine whether we have a president of the United States who actually cares more about fixing a problem, even if it is not to their political advantage in an election, because there was a solution, Brett.
Madam Vice President, it was a policy decision in the early part of your administration. I will let one of the mothers talk about it. Take a listen.
Because of the Biden-Harris administration open border policies catch and release, they were enrolled in the Alternatives to Detention program. This meant that they were released into the United States. It was not even a full 3 weeks later that they would take my daughter, Jocelyn Nungari's life.
Dang.
I believe the Biden-Harris administration open border policies are responsible for the death of my daughter.
That's the early days. So do you owe them an apology is what I'm saying.
I will tell you that I am so sorry for her loss.
Yo, are you gonna apologize?
But let's talk about what is happening right now with an individual who does not want to participate in solutions. Let's talk about that as well. In all fairness, I told you, I feel awful for what she and her family have experienced.
Yo, this is
During
crazy,
that time,
yo.
you said repeatedly that the border was secure. When in your mind did it start becoming a crisis?
Hi, everyone. Alina Haba asking you to do something very, very critical in this
Yo,
election.
why?
So that
So
we
this
do
was
not
saying she's
lose
never answering
that
questions. I
Oval
can't
Office
fuck
again,
with her, y'all. I can't.
We've had a broken immigration
I don't
system
like the fact that she
transcending
playing
Donald
black.
Trump's administration, even
Like the
before.
plain black, just that turned me off completely. Like I can't even listen to anything she's saying. I never heard her answer a question straight up. Ever. I have never heard her answer a question straight up.
Let's all be honest about that. I have no pride in saying that this is a perfect immigration system. I've been clear, I think we all are, that it needs to be fixed. We need more. I was just down at the border talking with border agents, and they will tell you, and I'm sure you probably, I know you investigate and you are a serious journalist, they will tell you, we need more judges. We need to process those cases faster. We need the support for those cases that should be prosecuted.
Red-blooded America, crazy.
We need more resources, and Congress ultimately is the only place that's going to get fixed, Brett.
Well,
that's how the system works.
That's the premise of this question. There were 90 plus executive orders that were rescinded in the first days. Many of those were Trump border policies. I'm not going to stay here because there's other things to talk about, but you frequently talk to the Border Patrol Union for support of that bipartisan bill, and they did. They supported it. But they also just endorsed Donald Trump and said, you've been, quote, a failure with border security. Why do you think they said that?
I think they're frustrated, and I get it. They want support. They want support, and that's what that border security bill would have done. These guys down at the border, these men and women, they're working hard. They're working.
We gotta go back to the question again, y'all. Listen to the question. Listen to what she said.
Union for support of that bipartisan.
Congress ultimately is the only place that's going to get fixed.
Yo,
right?
she is crazy.
That's how the system works.
That's the premise of this question. There were 90 plus executive orders that were rescinded in the first days. Many of those were Trump border policies. I'm not going to stay here because
90 plus executive orders rescinded in the first days. Many of them were Trump border policies. Many of them. In the first couple days, yo, they rescinded damn near all of Trump border policies. Come on now, man. Like, yo, that's crazy.
But you frequently talk to the Border Patrol Union for support of that bipartisan bill, and they did. They supported it. But they also just endorsed Donald Trump and said, you've been, quote, a failure with border security. Why do you think they said that?
I think they're frustrated, and I get.
Why do you think they said you have been a failure with border security? She don't give her a straight up answer. This is what she come back with.
Get it. They want support. They want support, and that's what that border security bill would have done. These guys down at the border, these men and women, they're working hard. They're working around the clock. I get it.
There's a lot of people that look back at what you said in 2019 when you first ran for president. And there have been changes, and you've talked about some of them. When it comes to immigration, you supported allowing immigrants in the country illegally to apply for a driver's license, to qualify for free tuition at universities, to be enrolled in free health care.
A straight answer would have been.
Listen, that was 5
years. Let me go back to that. A straight answer would have been. Let me get the question one more time.
Orders that were rescinded in the first days. Many of those were Trump border policies. I'm not going to stay here because there's other things to talk about, but you frequently talk to the Border Patrol Union for support of that bipartisan bill, and they did. They supported it. But they also just endorsed Donald Trump and said, you've been, quote, a failure with border security. Why do you think they said that?
They also endorsed Donald Trump, and they said, you have been a failure with border security. Why do you think they say that? I mean, well, we made some mistakes. We took some things out that we ain't like that Donald Trump had, and we added some things in. They didn't really work out. Yo, that's answering the question. Not what she raised say. Like, yo, she's not answering no questions, man. Like, answer the question. Why did they say that? Not, oh, they're frustrated. No, it's the reason why they said that. It's the policies. Some policies that you either implemented or took away is the reason why they said that. Elaborate as to those policies and the reason why. That's how you answer that question, Cecil. No, it's not just say you don't like the answer. She didn't answer the question, yo. She's not giving direct answers, yo. It's something called direct answers, and it's something that we like to call the spin move. She is the master at spinning out of questions, ducking and dodging, and doing whatever she got to do to duck the question.
And I get it. They want support. They want support, and that's what that border security bill would have done. These guys down at the border, these men.
And why she didn't say that then, you?
They're working around the clock. I get it.
There's a lot of people that look back at what you said in 2019 when you first ran for president. And there have been changes, and you've talked about some of them. When it comes to immigration, you supported allowing immigrants in the country.
Exactly, Christian. Exactly. That's what he was asking. Why are they frustrated? Why are they frustrated? Don't just say they frustrated. Like that's a blanket statement. Like, what does that mean? Frustration can mean anything.
To qualify for free tuition at universities, to be enrolled in free health care. Do you still support those things?
Listen, that was 5 years ago, and I'm very clear that I will follow the law. I have made that statement over and over again, and as Vice President of the United States, that's exactly what I've done, not to mention before.
If that's the case, you chose a running mate, Tim Walz, who
that's the first answer she gave.
Who signed those very things into state law. So do you support that?
We are very clear, and I'm.
Here you go. Hold up, y'all. We gotta rewind that. Did y'all see what just happened? He put it in the trick bag. I guarantee she go into a long spill to make you forget the question. Watch.
To qualify for free tuition at universities, to be enrolled. There's a lot of people that look back at what you said in 2019 when you first ran for president. And there have been changes, and you've talked about some of them. When it comes to immigration, you supported allowing immigrants in the country illegally to apply for driver's license, to qualify for free tuition at universities, to be enrolled in free health care. Do you still support those things?
Listen, that was 5 years ago, and I'm very clear that I will follow the law. I have made that statement over and over again, and as Vice President of the United States, that's exactly what I've done, not to mention before.
If that's the case, you chose a running mate, Tim Walz, governor of Minnesota, who signed those very things into state law. So do you support that?
We are very clear, and I am very clear, as is Tim Walz, that we must support and enforce federal law.
I ain't call her no names.
And that is exactly what we will do.
So decriminalizing border crossings, like you said in 2019.
I do not believe in decriminalizing border crossings, and I've not done that as vice president. I will not do that as president.
So these are evolutions that you've had.
But let's be very clear. I'm the only person who's running for president who has prosecuted transnational criminal organizations, from the Sinaloa cartel to the Guadalajara cartel to people who have trafficked in guns
what I call her,
human
Cecil?
beings. I have spent a
What I call her? I ain't calling no name.
Going after people.
I ain't call her stupid or nothing like that. I don't need to do that.
And cross our border with the intent of doing us harm, and cross our border illegally. And I will do that work as vice president. I take that work quite seriously.
This is a time when voters,
spinner.
especially here in Pennsylvania, are inundated with commercials and ads. They just want it to stop because it's every commercial. But many of them add noise, but a few of them seem to break through. This particular one from the Trump campaign.
Yo, Spinderella. Yo, I could have called. Yo, do y'all hear some of the names that she's been called? I called her Spinderella. That's it. You feel me? That's all I said, yo. People is calling her inept. People is it's some wild words being thrown her way. I ain't do none of that. I say because she does. She does a great job of ducking questions. Like Spinderella. Like, that's the name for her. She only answer, incompetent. Like, man, I've been saying so a whole bunch of names been thrown her way. I ain't called her none of them.
Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners.
Surgery.
For prisoners.
No, Spinderella ain't bad.
Every transgender.
We gotta go back, y'all.
Seriously.
This is
the safety of the American people, and cross our border with the intent of doing us
Joe
harm,
Brown definitely call her name.
Cross our border illegally, and I will do that work as vice president. I take that work quite seriously.
This is a time when voters, especially here in Pennsylvania, are inundated with commercials and ads. They just want it to stop because it's every commercial. But many of them add noise, but a few of them seem to break through. This particular one from the Trump campaign has gotten a lot of attention.
Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners.
Surgery.
For prisoners.
For prisoners.
I want to hear this answer.
Inmate in the prison system would have access.
So, are you still in support of using taxpayer dollars to help prison inmates or detained illegal aliens to transition to another gender?
Oh, I got to hear that. I got to hear that. That's a wild ass statement.
I will follow the law, and it's a law that Donald Trump actually followed. You're probably familiar with, now it's a public report, that under Donald Trump's administration, these surgeries were available on a medical necessity basis to people in the federal prison system. And I think, frankly,
a necessity? Yo, what the hell? Yo, how is getting a gender sex change a necessity? Like, how is it a necessity? Like, what the fuck? Your life is on the line? Like, can somebody explain that to me? She used the word necessity. How is getting a gender sex change a necessity? I know you got needs. Needs is something like, do we got to go through needs and wants? You need air to breathe. You know, you need food. You know, those are necessities. You know, you need clothes on your back. Well, you don't even need clothes on your back, but you need clothes to go outside. I mean, some places you don't even need clothes. But then you got wants, you know. Wants are like BBLs, you know, shit, you know, motherfucking breast reductions, sex changes. I would think that would be a want. I don't think that would qualify as a necessity. I could be wrong. What you mean? See what I say? What I say wrong, yo? I was talking. She said it was a necessity.
Now it's a public report that under Donald Trump's administration, these surgeries were available on a medical necessity basis to people in the federal prison system. And I think, frankly, that ad from the Trump campaign is a little bit of like throwing, you know, stones when you're living in a glass house.
The Trump aides say that he never advocated for that prison policy and no gender transition surgeries.
Well, you know what, you got to take responsible for what happened in your administration.
Yeah, no surgeries happened in his presidency.
It's in black and white.
Would you still advocate for using taxpayer dollars for gender reassignment
surgeries? I will follow the law, just as I think Donald Trump would say he did.
You would have a say.
Westport in the building.
Like I said, I think it's real. He spent $20 million on those ads, trying to create a sense of fear in the voters because he actually has no plan in this election that is about focusing on the needs of the American people. Whereas, at $20 million on that ad, on an issue that, as it relates to the biggest issues that affect the American people, it's really quite remote. And again, his policy was no different.
She bad as shit about that. She's bad as shit about that.
People, I'm offering a plan to deal with affordable housing. I'm offering a plan to deal with what we need to do to strengthen small businesses, which are the backbone of America's economy.
I'm gonna keep it real.
I am offering a plan that is about taking care of young parents and giving them the support they need. My plans for the economy will strengthen the economy, as have been reviewed by 16 Nobel laureates, Goldman Sachs, Moody's, and recently the Wall Street Journal, which have all studied our plans and have indicated my plans for our economy would strengthen our economy. His would
How do we get to the economy?
Would ignite inflation and invite a recession by the middle of next year.
Yo, y'all funny as shit. Yo, why y'all keep doing that?
On the economy, then they trust you.
I think that when you look at an analysis of our plans for what we would do as President of the United States, it has been clear to those who study and understand how economic policy works that moving forward, because I do believe the American people are ready to turn the page on the divisiveness and the type of rhetoric that has come out of Donald Trump. People are ready to chart a new way forward. They want a president who has a plan for the future and a plan that is sound and will strengthen our country. My plan for the economy does exactly that. His plan would be, again, to give tax cuts to billionaires
she never
and
answered the
corporations
question
in our country and blow up our deficit.
It's interesting you said turn the page, Madam Vice President. You were asked on 2 different shows last week what, if anything, you would do differently than President Biden. Here's what you said.
Would you have done something differently than President Biden?
You're not familiar, Harris.
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had impact.
Under a Harris administration, what would the major changes be, and what would stay the same?
Sure. Well, I mean, I'm obviously not Joe Biden, and so that would be one change in terms of. But also, I think it's important to say, with 28 days to go, I'm not Donald Trump.
So. You're not
she didn't even
Biden,
answer the question the second time.
But nothing comes to mind that you would do differently?
Let me be very clear. My presidency will not be a continuation of Joe Biden's presidency.
Y'all funny as shit. Y'all got.
And like
I'm just read the comments, so y'all got me dying,
to office, I will bring my life experiences, my professional experiences, and fresh and new ideas. I represent a new generation of leadership. I, for example, am someone who has not spent the majority of my career in Washington, D.C. I invite ideas, whether it be from the Republicans who are supporting me, were just on stage with me minutes ago, and the business sector, and others who can contribute to the decisions that I make about, for example, my plan for increasing the supply of housing in America and bringing down the cost of housing, addressing the issue of small businesses, which is about working with the private sector to bring more capital and access to capital to our small business leaders, including my plan for $25,000 down payment assistance for first-time home buyers and for small businesses, extending the tax deduction from $5,000 to $50,000.
We've heard a lot about those plans in recent days. Your campaign slogan is a new way forward, and it's time to turn the page. You've been vice president for 3.5 years, so
I don't know,
what are you turning the page from?
Hey yo, he just he asked him what he wish he was turning the page from.
Well, first of all, turning the page from the last decade in which
Hey John, I'm glad you said it, because that's exactly what I was thinking. But I ain't want to be nitpicky. But that's exactly what I was saying, Johnny. Like, he asked about plans, and she always talk about ideas. And from how I look at it, I don't think that's the same. That don't seem like the same. Like when I try to break it down in my brain, an idea and the plan, it just don't seem like the same thing to me. But I ain't want to nitpick. You know, my cousin already on my head was talking about I ain't being fair. So I just left it alone. But I'm glad you said it, man. Because every time they ask about a plan, she go into an idea. She go into an idea that she has.
With the kind of rhetoric coming from Donald Trump that has been designed and implemented to divide our country and have Americans literally point fingers at each other. Rhetoric and an approach to leadership that suggests that the strength of a leader is based on who you beat down instead of what we all know. The strength of leadership is based on who you lift up. The strength of an American president, which is one who understands that the vast majority of us have more in common than what separates us.
Madam
That
Vice
is
President, more
turning
than
the page.
70% of people
That is
tell
about
pollsters,
turning the page on rhetoric that people are frankly exhausted of, Brett.
more than 70%
People are
of people
exhausted.
tell the country is on the wrong track. They say the country is on the wrong track. If it's on the wrong track,
damn,
that track follows 3.5 years of you being vice president.
79% of the people.
President. That is what they're saying. 79% of them. Why are they saying that? If you're turning the page, you've been in office for 3.5 years.
And Donald Trump has been running for office.
Jesus Christ.
But you've been the person holding the office.
Come on.
Madam
You
Vice
and I
President.
both know what I'm talking about. You and I both know what I'm
I
talking
actually don't.
about.
What
I
are you
don't
talking
either.
about?
What I'm talking about is that over the last decade,
You're
people
the
have
lever of
become.
power.
But listen, over the last decade, it is clear to me, and certainly the Republicans who are on stage
Yo,
with
most
me,
yo, when I bought my house, yo, if you did an FDA loan, yo, they give you money, yo. Like, that's not anything new. I mean, we put up, what the fuck? We put up like 20-something thousand. But I think they gave us some money too. I don't think it was 20,000, but that ain't really nothing major,
Chief
man.
of Staff to the President, Donald Trump, former defense secretaries, national security advisor, and his vice president. One, that he is unfit to serve, that he is unstable, that he is dangerous, and that people are exhausted with someone who professes to be a leader who spends full time demeaning and engaging in personal grievances
She's not answering the
and being
question.
about him
Madam
instead
Vice
of the
President,
American people.
If
People
that's
are
the case,
tired of that.
If that's the case, why is half the country supporting him? Why is he beating you in a lot of swing states? Why, if he's as bad as you say, that half of this country is now supporting this person who could be the 47th president of the United States? Why is that happening?
This is an election for president of the United States. It's not supposed to be easy.
I know, but
It's
if
not
it's
supposed to be. It is not supposed to be a
So
cakewalk.
Yo, if she win, yeah, I fuck around and move to
50%.
Canada.
Listen,
I ain't gonna
Oh
lie.
God, I would never say that about the American people. And in fact, if you listen to Donald Trump, if you watch any of his rallies, he's the one who tends to demean and belittle and diminish the American people. He's the one who talks about an enemy within, an enemy
Oh
within.
shit, Canada worse.
Talking about the
God damn.
American people, suggesting he would turn the American military on the American people.
We asked that question to the former president today. Harris Faulkner had a town hall, and this is how he responded.
I heard about that. They were saying I was like threatening. I'm not threatening anybody. They're the ones doing the threatening. They do phony investigations. I've been investigated more than Alphonse Capone. He was the greatest gangster. No, it's true. But think of it. It's called weaponization of government. It's a terrible thing.
That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing today.
I'm sorry, and with all due respect, that clip was not what he has been saying about the enemy within that he has repeated when he's speaking about the American people. That's not what you just showed.
He was asked about that specific...
No, that's not what you just showed. In all fairness and respect to you,
that was the question that we asked him.
You didn't show that, and here's the bottom line. He has repeated it many times, and you and I both know that. And you and I both know that he has talked about turning the American military on the American people. He has talked about going after people who are engaged in peaceful protest. He has talked about locking people up because they disagree with him. This is a democracy. And in a democracy, the president of the United States, in the United States of America, should be willing to be able to handle criticism without saying he'd lock people up for doing it. And this
hit that like button, yo. Subscribe to the channel if you new.
Why you have someone like the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff saying...
We go live every day, 11 p.m. Eastern time, every night, every single night. Let's go.
What Mark Milley has said about Donald Trump being a threat to the United States of America.
He's quoted in the Bob Woodward book that way, yes. Let me ask you this, Madam Vice President. You called Donald Trump...
the significance of that.
You called Donald Trump... he's misguided. You say now
he's unstable. He is unstable,
Brett. He's not well. You say he's mentally not stable.
He's not stable.
Let me ask you this. You told many interviewers that Joe Biden was on his game, that ran around circles on his staff. When did you first notice that President Biden's mental faculties appeared diminished?
Yeah, for real, slow grind.
I'm very
that's
worried
how I feel,
about
slow
where
grind.
the country's headed.
And that's really what...
how fast things went downhill.
And what are we...
A slow grind, you know what? And that's really where I'm at with it.
I have watched
like, yo, forget all that other shit. I remember not too long ago, 4 years ago now, yo, when life was so much easier. So much easier, yo. Before the whole shutdown and yo, gas prices was cool. You can go to the market with $100 and you can walk out that bitch satisfied. Like, yo, it was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I seen all the rhetoric on TV, the racists running around. Man, I can deal with that. I knew what type of shit America got going on. That never bothered me. But the day-to-day living was so much better. Stock market was through the roof. Oh my God. Y'all used to wake up sometimes. I made in the stock market. 3 bands in a day. Soon as this motherfucker ran for office, oh my God, Jesus Christ, stock market plumbled, straight to the motherfucking to the depths of hell. You heard me, bitch ain't recovered yet. I'm talking about stocks that was $50 now $1.25. Good stocks that's doing great in their earnings every quarter. Still struggling. Like, yo, that's what I pay attention to. Like, I ain't fuck all that talking shit. I remember when shit was good, y'all. And it seemed like it was a long time ago now. But I hope we can get back to it. Straight up.
Us to the situation room. And he has the judgment and the experience to do exactly what he has done in making very important decisions on behalf of the American people.
There were no concerns raised.
Joe Biden is not on the ballot.
I understand.
And Donald Trump
but
is.
You talked about it.
And Donald Trump
After
is.
George Clooney said within a few minutes of talking about
for real, man. Shit was good, man.
Thought this was not the same Joe Biden that we saw on the debate stage.
Donald Trump is on the ballot.
I understand. You met with him at least once a week for 3.5 years. You didn't have any concerns.
Fuck no, she ain't black.
People have a concern about Donald Trump, which is why the people who know him best, including leaders of our national security community, have all spoken out, even people who worked for him in the Oval Office, worked with him in the Situation Room, and have said he is unfit and dangerous and should never be president of the United States again, including his former vice president, which is why the job was open for him to choose another.
She only answered one question the whole interview.
So that is a fact. That is a fact.
Madam Vice President, two more things. You were asked on 60 Minutes about the biggest threat that the world faces, that the U.S. faces. This is what you said.
Which foreign country do you consider to be our greatest adversary?
I think there's an obvious.
And we don't even want to talk about the
Iran,
pandemic.
which is
Y'all don't want
Iran.
me to get to
Iran
talking
has
about
American
that.
blood on their hands.
But that was really about.
This attack on Israel, 200 ballistic missiles.
I get kicked off then and
What
talk
we need
about
to
that.
do to ensure that Iran never achieves the ability to be a nuclear power, that is one of my highest priorities.
A number of experts thought you would say China. The FBI director had said that. But you said
Shit, I'm gonna go
Iran.
with
If
you,
that's
John.
the case, what do you say to critics who look at the actions of your administration and say you're not acting like Iran is the number one threat?
Well, I will tell you most recently, whether it was in April or in October, and then several hours on each occasion, that Iran posed a threat to Israel. I was there, most recently in the Situation Room, in the most recent attack, working with the heads of our military and doing what America must always do to defend and to support Israel in its requirement to defend itself, and to give American support to be able to allow Israel to have the resources to defend itself against attack, including from Iran and Iran's terrorist proxies in the region.
Right.
And that
But those
is,
proxies
and
were getting funded
my
by Iran.
commitment to that is unyielding.
Dave McCormick got rich.
Really
Man,
rich. By investing in
when
China.
Joe Biden
China.
finally made Joe
As a Wall
Biden, he
Street
just came back like a
and
week ago.
unwavering.
We ain't seen him
Critics
for
just said
6
you
months.
either relaxed or failed to enforce sanctions on Iran, allowing all of this money to flow into Iran, like billions.
Let's
in
go back to
oil
Donald
profits.
Trump,
Hold on.
who pulled out of a deal that would have actually put
But here are
Iran in check.
the estimates
And
in
then
billions
it was during Donald Trump's
that go
administration
towards
that
the Iran
Iran,
regime.
that we had an American military base that was attacked, where American soldiers suffered traumatic brain injuries.
How
and
much
Donald
money
Trump
they gave them
dismissed them
motherfuckers?
as headaches. Not to mention
Madam
how
Vice
Donald
President,
Trump has
all of this money
treated
that
and
has
talked
gone
about
in the
America's
past few
military
years.
and military service people,
Critics
calling
say
them
that it goes
Hold up,
suckers
y'all. Let's
and
go back to that
losers,
money again.
Hamas
has diminished
and
the
Houthis. We're talking
significance.
over each
Go back to the
Suffered
money.
traumatic brain injuries, and Donald Trump's
that go
administration
towards
that
the Iran regime.
that we had an American military.
2001, 37 million. Billion. Jesus Christ. In 2022, 54 billion. 2023, 53 billion. 2024, 51 billion. Yo, I couldn't even get unemployment, yo, and I worked 4 or 5 years straight. They denied me unemployment. But this the money, this the money we giving out. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, yo. Shit. The fuck out of here. You can't even get unemployment. You can't even get your own money. Money that you work for, money that you accrued over the course of your work history. You can't even access that. But this the money they giving out to fucking Iran on oil revenue. Like, man, these motherfuckers is crazy, man. And people want, man, shit. I'd be goddamn fool to vote for this lady.
Suckers and losers
Hamas
has diminished
and
the
Houthis. We're talking
significance.
over each other. I apologize.
I would like that we would have a conversation that is grounded in full assessment of the facts, which includes, I think this interview is supposed to be about the choices that your viewers should be presented about this election, and the contrast is important.
Yes, ma'am.
And on the subject of Iran, I am offering what should be an important contrast that is presented for folks to make a decision
and there are critics
that they feel.
who look at what the administration did and say and think differently. Madam Vice President, they're wrapping me very hard here. I hope you got to say what you wanted to say about Donald Trump. There are a lot of things.
There's more to say. I have much more to say.
There are a lot of things that people want to learn about you and your policies, and that's why
I invite everyone to go to KamalaHarris.com, and you will see that I have
that shit,
80 pages of policies that are quite comprehensive and should be accessible to anyone who would like to read them. And it includes what I intend to do about affordable housing, what I intend to do about small businesses, what I do.
And that's why we invited you here
our economy,
to see where you were in 2019 and where you are now.
America's military and ensure we have the most lethal and best fighting force in the world.
Madam Vice President,
and
they're giving me a hard rap.
Well, I thank you for the time.
I thank you for the time.
It's good to meet you.
Man, shit. Man, I'll be goddamn fool for that lady. Yeah, I just remember life was simple, y'all. Like, yo, these last 4 years been rough, man. For real. Rough. And that shit started toward the end. As soon as that motherfucker toward like November, right before election time, man, shit just started plummeting. Lost $6,000-7,000 in the stock market. And shit just been a fucking down fucking wind spiral ever since the motherfuckers gotten off. Every time you turn the TV on, they giving money to the Ukraine. They giving money to Iran. You giving money to all these places. Meanwhile, they denying Americans of everything. And they want people to vote for them. Man, fuck out of here, man. I couldn't do it. I can't do it. I won't do it. I didn't do it last election. You feel me? Like, man. Yo, especially, yo, when it comes down to black people, yo, I think, yo, it's about time. They need to pay, man. Though the Democratic Party, yo, been taking advantage of us, yo, for fucking 100 years now. 100 years now, yo, they've been saying they gonna offer people things, don't get it, never hear from them. The only time they got a chance, only time they talking to black Americans when it's election time. The whole 4 to 8 years while they in office, do nothing, say nothing, no call, no show. You hear me? Man, fuck them. For real. I was on some fuck them shit last election. Can't keep falling for the same old games, man. Then I just showed y'all the plan that she had for black America that say, for black men, but the whole plan say for black men and others. Like, man, get the fuck out of here with that word salad. I ain't fucking with her. I ain't fucking with her. Right, for real. Can't they fix the potholes, let alone the country? You ain't lying. Hey, yo, like, yo, this shit, it's sad, man. It's really disrespectful. I don't like the fact that both parties, Trump doing it too. I don't like the fact that they link up with entertainers and rappers and think that that's gonna sway our vote. No, y'all, we done with that shit. It's policy or nothing. You feel me? And what turned me off instantly from her is they trying to paint her out as a black woman. Like, yo, come on now, yo. Like, yo, we ain't doing that. You tricked us with Obama with the shit. You think you're going to run the same play on us again? The same play? Man, nope. Not over here. Straight up. You ain't ready to know. They is who they say they is. They just want to be black when it's beneficial. Man, fuck out of here. I said, and I stand on this. Let me know when we got a black president that look like me. Or look like some of my family members and friends. Not these motherfuckers from Hawaii and from motherfucking India. Man, fuck no. Nope. I want to see a black president that's from Chicago. Born and raised, whole family tree. Been there since the motherfucking, since the goddamn since the 1700s. You feel me? Let me know when one of them become president. Then they get my fucking vote. But as long as they keep giving us these other people that look like black people, but they really from somewhere else, and that's where their heritage lie, and that's what they really care about, man, they won't get me. And I be trying to explain to people, because people like, yo, what you mean? Ain't no different. Like, yo, it's a big difference, y'all. You feel me? When they get their money, just look at hip hop. Look at the rappers. Kodak Black. Where Kodak Black, he get money, take that shit to Haiti. You feel me? When let me think of somebody. Lil Durk get money, he take it to Chicago. It's a difference, yo. And people gotta understand that it's a difference. You feel me? Yeah, we all black. They black, yeah. But it's a difference. When we get our money, we take it to our neighborhoods. When they get money, when they come up, they take it to their country. It's totally different. They get money here and take it to their country. We get money here and take it to our community. Casanat, yup, another one. You feel me? Like, nah, yo, they give us these people that look like us and ain't us. You feel me? That's why that Not Like Us song that Kendrick dropped was so real. You know, because they ain't like us, but they get presented like us, and then we support them, but they taking all our money and they give it that way. Meanwhile, our communities, our neighborhoods are still fucking struggling. But we the biggest consumers. We the ones that's paying for every goddamn thing. No, yo, I'm not with that shit no more, yo. I called all of them out. All of them. I ain't with it. Yo, we've been done for too long. Yo, it's 2024. Yo, we can't keep falling for the same tricks. Even if ultimately people was going to go back to the Democratic Party. Yo, they need to be starved. Just for the disrespect over the last 100 years. They need to be starved out, man. No, we not fucking with y'all at all. Because y'all fucked us over for 100 years and ain't did nothing for us. Why is Baltimore still fucked up? Why is Detroit still fucked? These are cities that have been fucked up since the 50s, the 60s. It's 2024. You mean to tell me y'all could put nothing together to get these cities back up and running right, other than sending people to prison? And that don't work. I keep telling people, y'all, you got to change the community first. People don't change. You change the community, you change the people. The people change with the community. It's not vice versa. So no matter how many people you lock up, no matter how many people you send to jail, send to prison, the community is breeding criminals. You got to change the community first. Then the people change over time. It's like that with anything. It's called evolution. It's called evolution. But they don't want to invest in the community. Not the right way. They don't want to invest in the communities. They want to invest in prisons. They want to invest in fucking gender reconstruction. Like, man, fuck out of here. Not keep it G News. But we gotta get to Charleston White. So Charleston White was locked up, y'all. At first, I thought he wasn't locked up, but he's home and he's free. This is what he had to say. No, not that.
I just got out of jail. You said you did what? You had to wait on me. I appreciate y'all waiting on me. Yeah. Show out. I'm showing out today. I would have put on all my jewelry on.
Oh, shit, I fucked it up.
Looking fresh. Yeah, already, baby. Yeah, shit. Yeah, I had to put on all my jewelry on. Fresh up out of jail. I heard these niggas been talking and celebrating. Yeah, I heard these niggas been talking and celebrating. Like I got some P. Diddy charges. No, man, no.
None, Pamela. Not my opinion.
Yeah, we coming up out the bank with the money, man. Yeah, we coming up out the bank with the money. Shit, these high-ass lawyers is like genies, that nigga say. We coming up out the bank with the money, man.
Yeah, but that ain't got nothing to do with elections, Adams. That's what it is. That ain't never gonna change.
Yeah, come get a picture. Yeah. Then we get the interview money later. Yeah, we got $100,000.
So Charleston White gets out of jail. Yo, what did I tell y'all about this dude? Yo, he is a fucking fraud, yo. And I know he still got supporters, yo, but I think a lot of times, especially when it comes down to people don't like to admit when they made a mistake. Like, yo, I remember during the elections, when Biden won, I was telling people, yo, Biden had a good idea, yo. I'm trying to tell y'all you should vote Trump. I'm telling you, I got in heated arguments with family members over this shit. And look at what we got. But it'll still be some family members to be like, no, it was the right choice. That's how it is with Charleston White. Charleston White used the black community, used black people to get up just to start acting like this. He presented himself like a guy that cared about the community, like a guy that wanted better for the black community. But this is what he really is. This is what he not really. This is not what he really is. This is what he always wanted to be. Charleston White was the outsider that wanted to be like the cool kids his whole life. That's why he 40 plus years old acting like this. Charleston White whole life he wanted to be like the cool kids. But he just couldn't fit it. He ain't had a swag, he ain't had a style. He was always kind of lame. You know, he couldn't, he can't have it in him. So now he got money, and this is how he at. Check him out, y'all. 47-year-old man called himself a coon. Said he sided with the police. He said he wanted to go against the black community and side with the police. Now check him out. Talked about this and the dead and how disgusting it was, this and the dead. How a drill rat was killing the community. Now look at him.
And ask me what happened. TMZ posted me. Club Shay calling. All that want to know. What you do to them animals? Nigga, I ain't done a motherfucking thing to no animals. Yeah, let me see. We just leave the bank with all this here, man.
Check him out.
Yeah, we just leave the bank with all this here. P. Diddy, the only nigga in jail with money that can't get out of jail. Yeah, boy, these high-ass lawyers is like genius. As young nigga say, these high-ass lawyers is like genius. Ooh, I heard them niggas been clapping and cheering and cuckooing and cacaing. Say I heard them niggas been cheering and thought a nigga was gone, fella. They thought I had people.
Look at him, y'all. This man's damn near 50. All these chains on, stacks of money at the ear. Like, yo, where do they find? Yo, this guy is a fucking cornball, y'all. Yo, you can't unlame a lame. Like, it don't matter how much money you got. Look at the text message. If y'all ain't seen that video, go to the video when I read the text message that Kanye West was sending his assistant. Lame is a motherfucker. Billionaire. Don't change the facts. You can have all the money in the world and still be a lame. That's Charleston White. A lame with money. Like, it's something called a cool coon. You know what I mean? To some people, that might be Charleston White. He a cool clown. He a clown, but some people might think he cool. I don't like nothing about him. He been ducking me on the internet for 2 years now. I've been trying to get this man to have a conversation with me for the longest time because I don't think that his viewpoints can extend past surface level. We watched the interviews of Charleston White, and then you go back to that police body cam footage. That man speaking verbatim, damn near everything he said in the interviews over the year. Verbatim. Like, he can't go outside the lines. He can't go. He just stuck right there. He don't know nothing else past that. But he presents himself like he's a man of integrity. But he really a bluffing motherfucker.
I wasn't gonna never come home. Fucking wrong with y'all boys, nigga. Yeah, they want to talk to a nigga and ask me what happened.
I knew he was coming home. He a rat. They need him home. COINTELPRO. He just got out of line, so they had to wheel him back in.
I don't need jail to straighten up. That's what you talking about. I just need to know if I do this, I'm going to jail. And I didn't know I was going to jail for that. And had I known, I wouldn't have done that, nigga. That's you talking about, nigga. Yeah, nah, I want them kids to know if you do this, you get your ass whooped. Oh, I ain't doing that then. I ain't like ass whooping that little boy. So I ain't doing that. And still get an ass whooping for doing it. But I'm grown now. I got good sense. Had I known any inkling that I was going to jail for having Texas medical marijuana, like, I wouldn't have done that. I promise I wouldn't, Judge. I swear. But he don't want to hear from me. My lawyer had to tell him that. So yeah, no, I wouldn't have done that shit. Hell no, nigga, I'm mine. Yeah, nigga, I'm mine.
Yo, how the fuck? How did he even get out so fast? He just had no bail. Just the other day he was on no bail status.
Nigga down there with Master. I told where you at, Toby? Right here, sir. Only holler Kunta with y'all, nigga. Fuck are you talking about? I come out in the slave quarter hollering I'm Kunta Kinte. But nigga, when I get up there on the port with Master, Toby, yes sir.
Look.
Yes sir, Bob. Yes sir, Master.
Man, like, yo, people, Yo, this is insane to me. Listen to this man, yo. Listen to him. He's always watching TV too.
I don't need jail to straighten up.
Like, yo, he's a fucking cornball, yo. I'll be glad when the world see it. I'm mad as shit, yo, we allowed him to get to this level. Yo, everybody can't handle money, man. He definitely a sellout. Big one. Big S on that motherfucker. Like, yo, everybody can't handle money. And he was quick to snitch. He gave them anything they wanted. Just like, yeah, he did. See, that's the thing. Charleston White is working, man. Yo, if you go back and watch that police encounter he had, yo, that was right before his career took off. Right before. Like, yo, that's a little bit too close to me. You feel me? You had this interaction with police when they catch you with a gun. Probably 3 months later, take straight off. And Hassan Campbell brought up a great point, yo, and I gotta give him credit for this because this was a great point. Yo, the man came online dissing Asian people, white people, Jews, dissing everybody. I'm talking about outwardly disrespectful. And they put him on a Rock Nation tour. They put him on a Rock Nation tour. Like, yo, you'll never see that done again. That's not normal. That's not normal, y'all. Like, yo, that is a guy that was planted here to do a job. And that's what he said. He even said it in one of the interviews. He said, I was sent here. Then he paused. He said, by God, he's ready to blow his cover. He's ready to get too honest. Yo, all you got to do is pay attention to what people say, man. He said in the interview, I was sent here, talking to Sean Cotton. Long pause. Then said, by God. No, you want to sit here by God. Boy, you sit here by one of them motherfucking agencies, boy. What's up, Jaleel? You sit here, he was sitting here by one of them motherfucking agencies. It's obvious. I can see it. And I was one of the people that supported him at first until he started getting people locked up. And I'm like, oh, shit. Because I believe that, yo, no matter how many people you tell on, that's not going to fix the community. Snitching, only thing snitching is going to do is raise the fucking prison population, which in turn make other people rich. That is not a recipe for success or a recipe to fix the black community. Never have, never will. Plus, snitches come with character traits that's deemed unhonorable. They're not trustworthy people. You know, they're the people that hit your girl, you know, behind your back. You know, that you think that's your man. Meanwhile, he really trying to holler at your girl. Those are the same people that normally be rats in the streets. I ain't talking about surveillance. I'm talking about street guys. We are elevating street rats into putting them in prominence and putting them on platforms to talk to millions of people. Meanwhile, they don't even have no integrity. And Charleston White promotes that. He was the first one promoting that. That's why he linked up with Woody so fast. I just want people to realize, yo, what you're dealing with, yo, the man ain't right. You can love him. You can like him. You can think he's funny. But I'm telling y'all, he ain't right. He don't look right. I question that. His whole come up is questionable. His whole come up is questionable. But time come highlighting. Boy been ducking me for so long now. Someone want to pick his brain about some of his takes. But the other day, y'all, we talked about
right here, except it's for your hood.
The other day, y'all, we talked about, and salute to my man Fly Guy for sending me this.
Matola is
That's not it.
I'm not supposed to say what I'm gonna say right now, but I have to let you in on a
This ain't it, but we can watch this though.
Please don't videotape what I'm going to say, okay? Because the companies take advantage of them. They really do. And Sony, being the artist that I am.
Yeah, he ain't right.
Sony, I've generated several $1 billion for Sony, several billion, and They really thought that my mind is always on music and dancing, and it usually is, but they never thought that this performer, myself, would outthink them.
Yeah.
So we can't let them get away with what they're trying to do, because now I'm a free agent. I just owe Sony one more album. It's just a box set, really. It's with 2 new songs.
They got Michael out of there, y'all.
Ages ago. Because every album that I record,
Everything not coming out though, y'all.
I'm telling you the truth. I write at least 120 songs every album I do. So I can do the box set, just give them any 2 songs. So I'm leaving Sony a free agent, owning half of Sony. So I own half of Sony's, and I'm leaving them, and they're very angry at me because of it. But I just did good business, you know.
Yeah, they got Michael out of there for that.
Tell the story.
But so the way they get revenge is to try and destroy my album. But I've always said, you know, good art never dies. Thank you.
All right, but that's not what I was looking for. Hey, Fly Guy, what else shit you sent me about Adam? I'll find it. Yeah, so the other day we was talking about Rooga and ADAM22. Ain't the fucking site. What is this? There it is. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter, y'all. Keep it G News. Make sure y'all support the platform. If you can't cash that Baltimore swag, support the movement. I'll be rocking and rolling. Hey, y'all, what the fuck? Thought you sent me that shit on Twitter, bro. What that ADAM22 shit that you sent me, bro? Oh, yeah, hold up, y'all. hold up. Before we get to that. Yo, look at this shit. Yo, why this shark from No Jumper? Yo, why this shark from No Jumper thought that he got a shout out from Drake? Hey, yo. He thought he got a shout out from Drake, y'all. Like, literally. Check this out. Yo, shorty, crazy, yo. Like, yo, we got some wild people, man, that we watch. Check them out. So the person say, shit. There's this dude. So there's this dude who did a podcast on No Jumper for a while, Sharp. And he's convinced that when you was talking about A minor, but in words, gotta be sharp. Hold up, what the fuck? Say, yo, so there's this dude who did podcasts on No Jumper for a while, Sharp. And why people don't put periods? And he's convinced that when you said talking about A minor, but in words, gotta be sharp, that you were shouting him out. All of us told him he's insane, but he's been talking about it for like 6 months. So I was wondering if you could just confirm it had nothing to do with him. Hold up, yo. So he's like, this is the dude. So Drake said, ha. Why the fuck would I be taking that serious ass moment to shout out that guy? So look, y'all, this Sharp talk about it. Like he was dead serious, y'all. Like shorty crazy.
There's no Drake picture. Do I look like Drake? Appreciate you. You got, I'm about to
Yo, how come your bathroom? Yo, how come your bathroom is all over Instagram, Reddit, everything, and people
I
are
think
making
that's
all
why
these...
Drake shouted me out
Who
this
took
new
a
track.
picture?
And I appreciate it.
What'd he
You know what I'm
say?
saying? Much love to it, man. He
Look,
said, here, let me go
look,
ahead.
check shorty out. What's he say the verse? Look at her, yo. Look how quiet she get.
What?
Quote it real quick.
What
Drake gave you a shout out, Sean?
Yeah, man, a little something, you know.
I heard it.
What do you
That explains why. He said, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You feel me? Because the nigga talked about him and saying he had an A minor. He said, but niggas gotta be sharp. And I went and looked at it. I said, maybe he just said be sharp. Nah. He said it like how I'm feeling. I'm like, all right, yeah, he mentioned me.
Oh,
I appreciate my nigga, man. Me, but
She said, oh, wow. Man, get the fuck out of here, Sharp. Ain't nobody think about your motherfucking ass, boy. What you talking about? Yo, what the fuck the ADAM22 shit at, Fly Guy? Did you send it to me? Is this it?
Make your mark. As an expert. Stand out.
People kind of confused
No, not this.
about what happened in that room.
Sorry, what the fuck is it at? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the man said he had a gun and he don't do no fighting. ADAM22 said he don't do no fighting. And if Rooga would have put hands on him, he'd have bust Rooga motherfucking ass. That's what Joe said, man. For some reason, it's not on my fucking computer.
We got 50 kilos.
Not that shit. Well, I can't find this shit. Hey, Fly Guy. You still here? Let me see if I can find it. Here you go, right here. Here you go,
Should we
y'all.
check out my crazy moment from the weekend? Yeah, let's hit it. I mean, I know you guys already seen this.
Look at all these cornballs.
Chicago empty right now, man.
Like, yo, Chicago keep talking about Adam making them look bad. People talking about Chicago, not Chicago talking about, but it's people talking about Adam making Chicago look bad. The shit that Adam is doing in California or Los Angeles or whatever gang these guys are part of is way worse.
Dude, what do you think I'm gonna do?
He gonna try to hit him in his mouth. So you telling me if I hit you in your mouth, your ass a handsome guy. I bet you y'all he deleted that.
You can't act like handsome guy. Handsome guy. When I was seeing it, I thought this shit was a fucking act.
Maybe that's some Chicago slang. It's a new slang. Handsome guy means like you're the big up or something. You know what I'm saying? So maybe
But now they joking.
It's a new slang.
It's gotta be.
I ain't gonna lie, when I was seeing it, I thought this shit was a fucking act, cuz. I'm like, cuz, he yelling, hitting the table. He like, you know what? He like, you a handsome guy. I'm like, oh, nigga, this is act. I'm like, this nigga acting.
Yo, I'm gonna break your heart.
Yeah.
Look, hold on. He was saying something else, and we used AI to change his voice to say something else because we were gonna have to edit it out anyway, just for like monetization purposes. So I was like, you know what? I might as well do him a favor. And instead of making it just sound all weird with a bunch of empty blank space in it, I'm going to change it into something else that I know that he agrees with, which would be me being handsome. I know Rooga, I know he likes a handsome guy.
So these
and I know I'm a handsome guy. So I feel like that was
y'all
a
can't stand.
But anyway,
Yo, see, this is why Adam is going to continue doing and making a mockery out of people. Because you got these type of guys, supposed to be gangbangers. Check them out. What is that? The dude 4 Extra? 1 4 Extra just was beefing with Brick Baby or somebody? You was just beefing with Brick Baby. Now, a dude just pressed Adam about some sucker shit he been doing, and look at you niggas. Like, oh, look at you motherfuckers, man. Laughing and joking with him. Like, yo, man. Couldn't be Baltimore.
A lot of people
Or
have been on
Detroit.
my ass about
Or some of these other cities.
GD's out the door, man.
For real.
One of them. All the other ones stayed.
The other GD stayed.
So, okay, that's a question, Rooga. Say that, or excuse me, before I should say that you're Rooga in this situation and you're there with your two artists.
Yeah.
Are they allowed to stay after you get kicked out?
No, they go to the back, they gone.
They
What
gotta
they
leave.
do? They the back, they supposed to leave. They stay.
They wanted to finish the interview.
Yeah, they supposed to
did
leave.
like another 45 minutes, yeah.
Oh, man.
That's showing you right there. They think it's an act too. Nigga, look, if my niggas come with me, this nigga gotta get up and leave. A nigga gotta get up and leave. If you came, niggas like me come with you.
Yo, and I hate that, yo. Why are they using the N-word so frequently? Talking like, yo, that don't feel... Yo, I be uncomfortable, yo. Like, yo, I can't be sitting there talking to one of my white friends or one of my partners that's not black. And just, I'm talking about face to face. And just be saying the N-word continuously. Like, yo, that make me feel, I don't like how I feel, yo. Like, maybe it's just me. But for them, they just look at Shorty, yo. Like, these boys are goofballs, man. And I stand on it. The fuck? I ain't Adam. I stand on everything I say. Full extra. And whoever the fuck you is goofballs. For real.
You some weird nigga.
Right.
And you get up like, nigga, actually, nigga, I'm out of here. Nigga, I'm leaving. Why would I stay? Unless it's an act.
Right. I mean, I really appreciated them staying because it allowed us to continue the fucking interview and finish everything. But
look, you appreciate them staying, but if they came with you in there,
hell yeah, Remo, Brick Baby, let's go. If I'm leaving, if I'm getting kicked out, for sure y'all need to come with me.
Like, let's go.
I'm sorry, that's
Look
just where
at
I'm
him,
at.
yo.
What did Rooga do? Wait in the parking lot.
Fucking clowns. Everybody sitting, yo, and the funny thing about it, y'all, is everybody sitting around Adam, hoping for an opportunity. Meanwhile, Adam just chopping every block down around him, every head getting chopped off, slowly but surely. And you still got these dudes from California sitting around Adam, hoping for a position. Hoping if I talk to him enough, if I laugh at enough of his jokes, he'll put me on. Yo, but that's like, yo, put you on where? You understand what I'm saying? Where's Adam taking these people? Adam hasn't put nobody career. He hasn't taken nobody career to new heights. Nobody. Not one person. Maybe Flacco. Flacco was already on the rise though his goddamn self. He didn't need Adam for that.
You got Rooga waiting.
He got a cookie down the street. He went to 7-Eleven.
Nigga gotta go to his car.
I think they might have froze my chat, y'all.
Right. The car battery probably dead by the time they get out there.
I need a jump start, man.
Yeah, you need a jump start from me.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, nigga, this shit gotta be a motherfucking act.
I was a little surprised that they stuck around, to be totally honest, even though I appreciated it. But, man, I don't know. Like, people have been on my ass about it all weekend. But my whole thing about it is that I wish that Rooga had kept the same energy that they kept, which is like, okay, we're just having a conversation. Like, why did the conversation have to get so heated and turn into like, oh, we need to go fight? Like,
why did it turn into that?
Like, it's a podcast.
I understand. What is the beginning? Why did it turn into an argument?
Let me explain. It's basically like, at one point I got into an argument with his homie, right? Like, and I said some rude shit. I basically quoted a King Von song dissing his friend or whatever. So, and
you late for that, man.
The King Von lyric was making light of the fact that his homie got shot in the head. Okay, not polite for me to quote that. You know,
you left that part out.
Yeah, you left that part out.
You left that part out
of this clip, yeah. Because this is like a 20-minute argument, honestly, before like things really get heated.
You left that part out.
You kind of wrong for the Adam. You kind of wrong for this now.
No, totally, I agree.
Come on.
Okay, but there's two different things.
He should have warned you though.
But that is one thing, is like that you can acknowledge that I was wrong for saying that, right? Yeah, but then, in addition to that, like, he's sitting there and he's basically like getting on my ass for saying that, but ignoring the fact that this dude said all this crazy shit to me and when I comparison to what he was saying about me. So my whole thing is, don't come here and do a podcast with me and tell me that I'm in the wrong 100% and I need to sit here and be scolded by you and listen to you when your homie came at me first. You know?
So you basically saying he disrespected you.
Adam still don't get it. And it's fucked up, yo, because these guys that's around him, they supposed to be able to explain it to him. You feel me? Maybe he'd be more understanding, hearing it from some people that he actually got some level of respect for, at least got a relationship with. Yo, but it's not about just Wooski. It's Adam, you play a dangerous game, yo. You stir up street beefs. And then you play victim. You throw rocks and hide your hand. You get in the middle of these beefs. You stir the pot. And then you back away from it like if anything happened, you're not responsible. Or it can't get to a point where it touches you. That's the problem, Adam. And what Rooga was trying to explain to Adam was, you're not exempt. You're not exempt. When you dibble and dabble in street business, which is drill music, regardless if it's music or not, drill music is real. Drill music is street business. When you dibble and dab in street business, Adam, you're no different from the average street guy. And just like street things are happening in drill music, don't be surprised if it touches you. That's what Rooga was explaining to Adam.
First already. His homie can't, yeah, exactly.
So when that nigga got there and you start talking to him, like, no, nigga, don't get extra out now, nigga. You said this
I was being respectful, but then he wanted to do this whole little podcast thing where he would just basically talk shit to me. I was going to have to sit there, get reprimanded. I was going to have to just listen to him tell me how I'm so fucked up and I'm so wrong. And my whole thing is like, nah, bro, like, I don't give a fuck about all that shit you're talking. And if you're going to justify it by saying, like, oh, I could beat you up, it's like, well, you're right here in front of me right now. So, like, what are you going to do? Because I don't think you're doing anything, period. Because, yeah, I got security, but I'm going to be real with you. The security is there to protect you, not to protect me. Because I'm not doing the fist fight thing. Off the bat, I'm going to send you to go do a show with Tupac. So, Rooga, don't play with me. I'm not doing the...
Yo, the man said he was going to send him to do a show with Tupac, yo. Tupac. Like, yo, Adam has completely lost his mind. Adam got to understand that, yo, there is an outside to No Jumper. No Jumper is just a building. You have to come outside this building one day, yo. And it doesn't matter if you strap. Yo, you know how many people die every day with firearms on them? So Adam got this perception that since he has a firearm on him, he's completely safe. Yeah, you might be safe in your establishment. But that's not to say that somebody can't be waiting for you coming out there. And I ain't saying I want any of this to happen because I don't. Because Adam, he really don't know what he's doing. He really don't know what he's getting. He's ignorant to that. You feel me? But he's ignorant, and then he's playing on the ignorance of the street guys that just want clout, that just want notoriety, that just want to be heard. But he's playing a dangerous game. But how messed up is that to be in a situation where you go into this man's platform, you know he's going to try to bait you in, but yet his bodyguard strapped, he's strapped, but he don't let you come in there with firearm. You can't come in there strapped. So you coming in there at a disadvantage. But the sad reality is they still going to come because drill rap and drill music, it's the ultimate clout chase. But that's just ironic to me, yo. And Adam got a lot to learn, yo. And I'm telling you, if he don't learn it, I don't know what's going to happen to him, yo, because you got to learn. Everybody learns, yo. You feel me? Everybody learns in this culture, yo. It's just so happened that you might not live through your lesson. You know, your lesson might be life in prison. Your lesson might be death. But everybody learn. You can't keep making the same mistakes in the black community, especially in street culture, and think, yo, nothing's ever going to happen to you. You are sadly mistaken, Adam. Sadly mistaken. Like, for real. Hopefully he get it. Hopefully he get it. I'm glad Rooga ain't put his hands on him. I don't think Rooga wanted to put his hands on Adam at all. Like, I don't think that was his focus. I don't think that's what he wanted to do. Hold on, y'all. So I can see y'all fucking YouTube. Then I guess we had too much fun laughing at Kamala. YouTube then stop my chat. I'm sure still people comment. So let me pull it up on here so I can see y'all comments. Oh, the war, what it is? Wayne Hitchcock. Yeah, YouTube stopped my comments, y'all, like 18 minutes ago. But yeah, yo, Adam gotta understand that, yo, like, you playing a dangerous game, yo. You keep thinking, yo, because with another thing Rooga was trying to explain to him is that, yo, somebody risk it. I'm not gonna risk it, you know, because Rooga a little older, you know, he ain't trying to put himself in a position to where he locked up in California. But some of these other young boys will. Some of these other, like Adam, you are interviewing some of the worst out the community. I don't know if you realize that. You are interviewing some of the most ignorant black men in the black community and bringing them on your platform. I mean, he probably do know that, but I don't think he understand the severity of it. Like some of these young boys that's running around the streets of Chicago crashing out, they don't mind taking it to California. They don't. They will. Keep playing with them. It ain't going in pretty, y'all. It's not going in pretty, y'all. He can think it's a game all he want. Wish him the well. Wish him the best. What's up? What's up, Sonny? But yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, man. If you want to donate to the platform, Cash App Baltimore Swag, man. I don't know why YouTube always got a habit of stopping my hold on. Got a habit of stopping my damn lives. But they do that. My live chat, they do that sometimes. Did I spell that right? Nope, I sure the fuck didn't. Hold up, yo. But y'all, we did a video earlier, right? And y'all gotta check that out, y'all. We did a video earlier on Big Meech. So I never really knew. Well, I ain't gonna say I never really knew because I watched the Big Meech story, but I never really got that deep into it like that. Yeah, yo, he probably do. I'm pretty sure he do pay for protection. I'm pretty sure Adam does pay for protection, yo, but he's still playing a dangerous game, yo. Like, it just pisses me off, yo, that people is willing to take payment to be disrespected. This man is disrespecting California. He disrespecting all the gangs. He done caused the beef between YG and Draco the Ruler. Like, he done did a lot of nonsense out there. But it just goes to show you, yo, that what people will do for money. People will sell their fucking soul. They'll sell their ass. They'll sell their fucking shoes. You're like, they'll sell anything for money. That's why, even when we talk about the Diddy situation, that's why it's like, yo, they try to put all this shit on Diddy. It's like, yo, these women and these men, they knew what they was doing. You know what this industry about. You know it's quid pro quo. You know if you go in there in them buildings or you go to them parties, you know what you going there for. You can't then play victim. You feel me? But it's like with these guys, they just allow Adam to just be openly and outwardly disrespectful. And they laugh and joke with him like that shit cool. But then the minute he do what he gonna do, which is cross him, because he got no loyalty to nobody. The man's a fucking atheist. The minute he do what he gonna do and cross all of them, now you got sharp. Oh man, you came to the show and you had a thong going, man. We real niggas. Well, you niggas must not be that goddamn real. Because if he'd have did that shit around me, I'd have linked on his ass. Boss or not, he'd have fired me that day. But he know who to do that with. You know, because I'm not one of them guys, yo. Like, I treat everybody the same. Shit. You can go ask the last people I work for. Man, I talk to them like I'm talking to y'all. Because I ain't with the fake shit. Like, yo, this is how I am. If we're going to have a conversation, you got to talk to me. You got to talk to me how you talk outside this job, yo. Because I ain't even really with all that. Like, I talk like this. I mean, and it is what it is. Some people going to like it. Some people going to hate it. But this is me. You got to respect it because this is how I am all the time. But, yo, Adam a wild ass nigga, man. What's up, Shelly? Yeah, for real. If half of LA says okay and feels nothing, he can do no wrong. Yeah, yo, yeah, I'm from I'm from Baltimore. You right, but I seen somebody from LA talking about Adam disrespecting Chicago, and he is disrespecting Chicago, but he disrespected LA first. The disrespect he showed in LA made him think it was cool to take it to Chicago. But he gonna try that. He gonna try it with the wrong person one day, and they not gonna give a fuck, and they gonna crash, and it's gonna be fucked up because we don't know what that crash gonna look like. You know, that crash can be anything. That crash can be a fucking slap. That crash can be it can be anything. It can be anything, yo. I just don't understand how he think it can't happen to him, yo. Like you didn't interview people that lost their life. You see what's going on with the drug culture. You see this shit, but yet and still, he still thinks that, oh, that's just them. They'd never do it to me. Shit, you fucking sadly mistaken, Adam. Sadly fucking mistaken. And like I said, this is not me, because I don't want nothing to happen to Adam. I gotta make sure I say that, because I really don't. I really don't. Because, you know, I don't like to see, he ignorant. You know, they don't want to see the ignorant get hurt. You know, because like, damn, he ain't really know what he was getting himself into. That's fucked up. But at some point, if somebody keep telling you, it's only a matter of time before that shit happen. That's our community. I've seen it a million times. I'm sure we all have seen it. You know, it's always warning signs. You're gonna get a warning, yo, before shit get real. It's just up to you to take heed and pay attention to it. But earlier today, y'all, we was talking about Big Meech. And we looked into the Big Meech situation, y'all, and I think it's official, man. I think Big Meech told. I think that third party snitching thing that they were saying is official. Now he didn't get no deal. He didn't benefit off of it because it's the same situation like what happened with Rilo. You know, with Rilo, he had the conflict with the lawyer, so the information that he gave didn't benefit him. In Big Meech's case, the information that he gave didn't benefit him either because the CI he was using, his homegirl or whatever relationship she is to him, started having sex with the detective. It's all in paperwork. Then the guy tested. He spoke about it on YouTube. Man, that boy told. He cooperated. He ain't right. I stand on it. It's fucked up though, y'all. But you see how it goes for these type of guys. Rilo, Big Meech, they knew they was wrong. You see how Karma come back? Karma come back and say, yeah, I know you're trying to wiggle your way out of this, but no, I got something else for you. Because you know good and goddamn well what you was involved in. You knew the consequences of your actions and you still did it. No, you're not getting no deal. You ain't getting no deal because it ain't in the cards for you because you ain't supposed to be working with these people in the first place. But Big Meech definitely told. I'm standing on it. He told third party. Ain't no difference. He tried to get the girl. To line up, meet up with the police or meet up with the play and set the play to get man. Big Meech ain't right. It's fucked up. He did that because he did this to a friend. You know, well, it wasn't actually set up for the friend. The friend ended up. The investigation got to turn into the friend. Go see that video if y'all know what I'm talking about. Go watch that video I did earlier. The investigation got shifted toward one of his not childhood friend, but a friend of 30 years that he was doing business with because he called the girl phone while the girl was with the informant. I mean, was with the detective. Wild situation. Yo, but it is late as a motherfucker. Yo, y'all know I got to get up. A couple hours. But I appreciate everybody that tapped in, y'all. Make sure I support the platform, y'all. Hit the cash app, man. Become members, man. I gotta start doing a better job of my memberships. You know, become members, man. Support the platform, y'all. We try and grow, y'all. We're a family and we keeping it all be real. We ain't with no games, no gimmicks. Like how many YouTube channels that's in this space that ain't with the games and the gimmicks? A lot of times we're gonna go against the status quo. Like I promise you, we can cover all the same topics, right? But you always gonna find something different over here, always, because I don't even take the same angle as a lot of people. Because most situations we talk about, it's always something we can learn from it. I don't really give two fucks about the story. You know, that shit not important. To me, it's important. The most important thing about a story is what we can learn from it. You know, what we can take from this to push shit forward. It ain't just the story. So that's why we always tend to go deeper into situations other than just talking about the headline. I mean, if people was wondering, fuck the headline. Oh shit, that dark down this bitch. Can't even fucking see. That damn weight bench right here. Oh shit. Yeah, but Big Meech did wrong. And the reason why I think that paperwork is real, well, I know it's real because it came from Peso. But the reason why I say he told is because we read the paperwork first. We read the paperwork first. And then we watched his interview. And everything that he said in the interview lined up with the paperwork. Everything. First thing I said was, yo, what is Big Meech's name doing in paperwork from 2012? And Big Meech got locked up in 2005. Didn't make sense. There was no excuse or no reason for his name to be in that paperwork. At all. Yeah, but y'all know YouTube paused my chat though, y'all. But go live every day, 11 p.m. Eastern time. I gotta put out an upload tomorrow. Appreciate everybody that tapped in. It's another day QG News. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I'm out.